Peace Internet, it's me, Davonraymondx, aka Vonnie. Welcome back to the channel. We have not uploaded a video since like last month, going on 2 months ago, when I told you I was rehoming my cat. So welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I'm going to hit you with a couple of different thoughts, updates, things going on. First of all, it's election day. So happy election day. I don't know who you voted for, and I voted today. Went into my local library voting thing. No, this was actually at a church, and it was cool. You know, it wasn't really busy. It was a really quick process, and yeah, it was just honestly painless. No ID was needed, none of that. All you had to do is say, here's my name, and then your name pops up on the screen. If you're a registered whatever you are, Republican, Democrat, Independent, I think you can register as well. And you're like, and they say, hey, is this your information? And you go, yeah. And they go, okay, cool. You fill out these bubbles and stick it in the Scantron thing, and then get out of the church, basically. So that's what I did. And yeah, it was a smooth process. So it's voting day. So hey, hopefully your candidate won, whoever you voted for. I'm sure you guys are curious as to who I voted for. And maybe I'll talk about that in some other video. Because I don't want this particular video to be polarizing. I just want to give you guys an update for what the hell is going on with my life. So last time I uploaded a video, I was in Rhode Island. I was living in Rhode Island. You guys know I just moved there last year for a full year. I spent time living in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, which is at the top of the state, where it borders Massachusetts and Blackstone, Massachusetts. I had a good time, you know, living up there. It was pretty quiet, you know. I mean, it genuinely was a decent living. It wasn't the beach lifestyle that I wanted. Moving to Rhode Island to be a surfer, and I am a surfer, but just a surfer without an ocean right now, back in upstate New York. But at the time when I lived in Woonsocket, it was cool, even though it was still a good distance to go to the beach, albeit a lot shorter than me driving all the way from upstate New York to Narragansett Beach. It was a couple hours shorter, but still, it wasn't giving me that surfing lifestyle that I really wanted. And in the last month that I lived in Rhode Island, I stayed in my family's summer home thing, which is right on the bay. Literally, you walk out of the freaking door, and you walk down, you know, this road, and then boom, you're there at a private beach. It's beautiful. Not a beach I would want to surf at, because A, there really wasn't any waves there, and B, even if there was, I don't really love the idea of being the only surfer out there in a private beach where in low tide you can see the jellyfish just like on the sand. So I don't really want to be the only person out there swimming through jellyfish and then, you know, just potentially getting hurt or whatever. It's not safe. Got to be smart, safe, whatever you're doing, especially as a surfer. Got to be beach safe. So to get back to the whole thing, I was there by the bay for about a month, and it was great. I could have stayed for longer, to be honest. I could have stayed there until the middle of October, but it was just getting so chilly, and I really was just wanting to move on with my life. I was staying at a vacation home, not staying in an apartment. Wasn't really making a lot of money, and I was just under personal stress, and there was just a lot of things I had to do. And one of those things I had to do, as you guys saw in the previous video, was make the decision to rehome my cat and deliver them back to the ASPCA. But if you want to, or the Rhode Island PCA, but SPCA, whatever it is, the shelter. If you guys want to check out that video, I'll leave the link below, and you guys can see just everything that I, you know, was going through, and I just gave all of my opinions and feelings and why I made the decision that I felt I needed to do, to make. So yeah, I have not uploaded since Rhode Island, but I was just going through so much that I just wanted to, you know, finish up what I had to do and then move back home to my mother's house in upstate New York, which is where I currently reside. And since being here for literally like just under 1 month, I've tried to record videos multiple times. My brain was on different modes, different things were going on in my personal life, and I just felt like I want to upload. I want to share with you guys. I want to tell you what is happening, and I want to be able to share this with somebody. And I love sharing these personal things with you guys. So I recorded multiple videos, didn't post anything, and today, 70 degrees, election day. I'm doing an overnight job, so in the middle of the day, I'm free for the most part. So I just felt like, you know, now's the time. But you know what really was the trigger to make me want to record this video? Nothing to do with anything I just said. That was just extra info. What triggered me to want to go make this video was the fact that there's this girl named Julia Hawkins, and you can check her out. I'll leave a link to her YouTube, or I guess, yeah, to her YouTube, and you can check out her social medias if you want, in the description of this video. I follow her. She's a Rhode Islander. She travels a bunch, different countries. She goes to Hawaii. You know, she travels. She has made videos about surfing. She loves, you know, going to Hawaii and surfing with her friends. She's just like an athletic chick. She loves her manifestation and all that type of stuff. So she's really cool. I've always liked her videos, and she was one of the inspirations or the points of interest for me when I was moving to Rhode Island initially, because she was like, hey, I'm at Narragansett Beach. I'm here with my buddy. We just went to Warm Winds Surf Shop in Narragansett, where I went to go get my first surfing lesson and my first wetsuit and, you know, all of that. So it was just really, or at least I was going to go there. At the time when I was watching her videos, I was like, okay, wow, okay, so I have to go to this surf shop and I have to, you know, go to this beach. And it just felt so real. When you see a YouTuber talk about a location and then you yourself go there with that YouTuber in mind, you're like, oh my God, it's like, it's real. This place is real. And of course, there were other inspirations for going to Rhode Island, not just Julia, not just surfing, not just that. But it was really cool to know that there was a local who is in similar age group to me, who had interest in making content, but also, you know, was already doing it, you know, in where a place where I was interested in moving myself and giving it a try. So I saw her on Instagram story 2 hours ago. It said 2 hours ago, just 5 minutes before I jumped on camera. I'm scrolling through and I see her story, and her story is her walking along the beach wall sidewalk, you know, on at Narragansett Beach. I recognize it. I've been there a bunch of times, surfing, walking, just doing me. I've been there so much. And just seeing her there after just moving from the Bay, it just makes me feel like, damn it, I miss being in Rhode Island. I miss being near the beach. I miss being able to surf. And having that gives me a sense of control, a sense of... Sorry, I had to pause the video real quick because somebody had walked over here. But guys, I miss surfing. I miss being able to do that. I miss having that in my life. And that is something that I will bring back into my life, is being able to surf on a regular basis, being able to surf whenever I see fit. All right, I feel like I kind of lost my way on this video, but you guys get it. I'm back in New York. I miss Rhode Island. I miss being able to surf. Am I going to try to move back to Rhode Island? Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is off the table at this point. I was excited about the idea of going to North Carolina. And to me, from my research, from seeing that there's a surfing community, from seeing that there's, you know, more affordable living, lower cost of living, which also means lower wages too, but it just seemed like that is great. I have better weather, more mild temperatures for the winter, and I can be able to drive there and still maintain the lifestyle that I seem to want, which is working, having a nice, safe, clean home, possibly pursuing a romantic relationship, but ultimately pursuing a romantic relationship with the ocean was really what was key for me. And the fact that Hurricane Milton and whatever the other one was happened, Florida and North Carolina just being devastated. I'm talking Asheville, North Carolina, which is like inland. That's inland. That's not on the border where I wanted to move to, like Jacksonville, Wilmington. That's where I wanted to be, you know? So it's just nutty to have those high hopes and then to be like, oh, and then, you know, dozens or hundreds or thousands of people are affected, and, you know, people lost their lives and all that stuff. Look, I really do care about being able to surf, and I love being able to surf and be in the ocean and pursue that sport, that activity, that thing. It's really fun and enjoyable and healthy and all of that stuff. But to put my life around living, you know, at a certain proximity to the ocean and then being subject to these terrible disasters, that scares me. You know, it really does. And if I ever do get in a genuinely very serious relationship, you know, I'm looking to build a family, kids, and all that, to put them at risk so I can have my hobby, even though it's a really important hobby to me. I mean, what's more important, you know, safety or freedom? And that is something that Americans are always questioning when it comes to our votes and our way of life and freedoms and all of that. So, I don't know. I am open to different ways of life, different walks of life. I'm open to trying new things and experiencing whatever. But I know that I want to be able to surf. I know seeing somebody walking along the beach in Rhode Island that I recognize immediately makes me want to go back. And I don't know. I've already had a fire lit under my butt, but seeing that genuinely was like, bro, the ocean is still here if you want it. So that's where my head is at, guys. I'm going to get going because I have to do my overnight job, and I really just wanted to lay down, relax, edit this video, post it, lay down, and relax before I have to go to work. I'm feeling more optimistic, and not just because it's voting day or because we're in upstate New York and it's warm, you know, in November. Not just because of the surfing thing, but just I can feel that life has been very stressful for me in the past couple of months, a lot of things going on, and I can feel that that stress is about to be alleviated by whatever's coming next, and I'm genuinely so happy, and I don't know what's going to happen next, but I do feel like it's going to be something good. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching. Please do subscribe to Davonraymondx here on YouTube, and of course everywhere else you can find me by the same name, Instagram, and well, everywhere else. TikTok even, my goodness. I even do live streams on TikTok, guys, so check me out there. But thank you so much for watching. I promise it won't be a full month or two before I upload the next video, but I'm so happy I was able to upload this. Hope you guys had a great voting day, a safe day, and whatever happens to our lovely country after today, well, I just hope that I'll still be able to surf and share my life with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace.